What's good, Commanders fans, and happy game day, happy holiday weekend. We got some good news here, guys. That Zach Ertz is probable. He most likely is going to play. This from Adam Schefter 8 hours ago, I think at like 11 p.m. last night. He says, Commanders tight end Zach Ertz listed as questionable for Sunday due to a concussion and a shoulder injury. Is trending toward playing versus the Eagles per source. So that's awesome news. I mean, this is something that we don't see. When guys typically get a concussion for the Commanders, they are usually out the following week or the upcoming game. Austin Eckler got a concussion. He was out when he got injured against the Bengals. He didn't play the next game against the Cardinals. Andrew Wiley got a concussion. He didn't play the next game. And we've seen multiple players. I mean, I sound like a tape recorder when I say this all the time. Previous regimes, I know it's different. Every concussion is different. But we saw what happened with Jordan Reed and Vernon Davis. Those guys were out for the whole season. I get it. They had multiple concussions before they got concussed, before the full season that Jordan Reed missed. But I'm just saying, in Washington's history, I get that's a whole different regime and all that stuff. But you guys get the point that typically with us, when guys get concussed, they miss the next game or the next two games. And then you look at the Giants with Tyrone Tracy. He got injured on Monday night, and then, of course, he gets to play against us. So I know the protocol is different. Every training staff is different. Every concussion is different. But good news, I know Zach Ertz doesn't want to miss this game against the Eagles. Somewhat of a revenge game. He already had his homecoming game against the Eagles on Thursday Night Football, and he played well that game. He had a touchdown that game, and that was probably one of his best games. Let me look at the numbers for that game that he had. He had 6 catches for 47 yards and a touchdown. The best game he had all season was against the Bears with 77 yards, and then the Ravens, he had 68 yards for 4 catches. But the Eagles, he had 6 catches, and he caught that 2-point conversion. That was a tough 2-point conversion catch that he had, and he's not receiver number 2, but he's target number 2 behind Terry. Like if you look at, and he had a heck of a catch against the Saints on the play that he got injured. So if he can do that today, that would be huge. If he can go out there, no yak Zach. I know he's not going to give us any yak or any yards after the catch, but as long as somebody's out there catching the football, moving the chains, getting the first down, getting us a good field position. That's what we need from the tight end position desperately. And he could be a good security blanket, as he has been, for Jaden Daniels. Like, Zach Ertz has had a solid season. He's at 526 yards, 77 targets. That's a lot of targets. And 54 catches and 4 touchdowns. His longest catch was for 25 yards. Like I said, no, yeah, exact. And 1 fumble. He has 136 yards after the catch. Austin Eckler has 403 yards after the catch. Terry has 262 yards after the catch. Alameda has 185. Diami Brown has 176 after the catch because of all the screen passes and screen catches for Diami. And then B-Rob has 149. So if you look at the statistics, if you look at the numbers, like Austin Eckler has 21 less catches than Zach Ertz, but he has 300 more yards after the catch. And I get it. They're two totally different physicality or athletic. Like Austin Eckler is way more athletic than Zach Ertz, which is fine. They have 2 different roles for the team, and Austin Eckler's out, and Noah Brown is out. So Zach Ertz's presence is huge. Same thing with Jeremy Chin. Like, I'm a big fan of Derek Forrest. Derek Forrest may have to start today or Percy Butler, if Jeremy Chin is not able to go. We haven't got the word yet on Jeremy Chin. We haven't got the word yet on KJ Osborne. I may make a video when we get the news on those 2 guys, because Jeremy Chin had a really good game against the Eagles last time we played. He was hitting guys, running sideline to sideline, making plays, getting pass deflections. Like, he was a big part of that first half where we held Jalen Hurts in check. We held A.J. Brown in check. We held Devontae Smith and Saquon Barkley in check that first half. Really, the first 3 quarters, we did a darn good job defensively, and Jeremy Chin was an important part of that. So we definitely need him out there. But other than that, everybody else is pretty good to go. Like Tyler Biadasz, that was already announced that he's going to go. So other than that, we have pretty good, solid injury updates right now. So that's good news on Zach Ertz. We're waiting to hear about Jeremy Chin, and I think that's the only other guy right now. He was questionable. Zach Ertz questionable. When I saw they were questionable, I was like, okay, they got a chance. And they were running around during practice and doing drills and stuff like that. Non-contact stuff, but they were doing drills, which is good. Jonathan Allen was listed out, but I think Jonathan Allen will play against the Falcons. And the kickers are good to go. Like Zane Gonzalez is good, and he should be good to go. So we'll see how Zane does. That's probably the biggest question mark right now. Really, is the kicker situation. Can he make a 54-yard kick? Can he make a 52-yard kick at home? It's going to be cold as crap out in Landover. I don't think it's going to be windy though, but it's definitely going to be cold as crap. So there's really not like a lot of weather, detrimental weather going on out there for him to just go out there and miss a 42-yard kick. But other than that, like AJ Brown's going to play. All their guys are going to play for the most part for the Eagles. There's not a lot of guys that are out. I think Bryce Huff is out this game. So that is pretty big news if Bryce Huff is out. Their injury report is weird. It says like, oh, instead of saying out. So I think Bryce Huff is out. Excuse me, is out. So that does help us with the pass rush, with defending their pass rush. Sidney Brown is out, and Britton Covey for the Eagles is out. And then, yeah, good news with the RFK bill passing. I know Elon Musk had some influence in it being stopped at first. But, yeah, it's good news. It's going to be in D.C., it looks like, and it's going to be a dome, maybe a retractable roof. And I'm excited, man. This is good. So, I mean, you know, we just got to get some things around there, of course. I know it's the neighborhood and whatnot. But, yeah, it's good that we got it in D.C. It's going to be back in the nation's capital, and I'm excited to see how the stadium looks and what it's going to look like. And the capacity is going to be like 60 to 70,000. How many people it's going to hold? And just to look at the stadium, it's going to be fun to finally have an updated stadium with a roof, with a dome most likely, and not have a FedEx field that's falling apart and water coming out of the ceiling and stuff like that, and cold water or warm water not working and stuff like that. And some people said it was sewage coming out of the ceiling. But yeah, just to go back to the RFK site is going to be fun. I know the traffic is going to be heck like everywhere else, but yeah, it's going to be good to go back into the nation's capital for sure. If they don't, which they probably will, I mean, Maryland, we'll see what happens with Maryland, but I think it will be. And everybody's calling it a Hail Mary that it passed at 1:15 a.m., like the Hail Mary that Noah Brown called from Jaden Daniels. But all right, guys, good news with Zach Ertz. I got a good feeling about today. I'm going to say either one of these things are going to happen. Either we win or the Giants win. I got a weird feeling about that Giants-Falcons game. I really, really do, guys. I got a weird feeling about it. I really do. I got a weird feeling the Giants are going to be very, very competitive. Because what I will say, I like Michael Penix, but you got to remember, he's a rookie. The Giants are not good at all, and Bijan Robinson could have 150 yards and they could win 13-10. But Michael Penix, man, he's a rookie quarterback. So this is gonna be his first game. His first game is today, and then his second game is against us. He's gonna have growing pains. He's gonna make mistakes, and he threw that interception to Mikey Sanders still in the championship game. He looked shaky in that championship game. He's gonna make mistakes, man. This is his first game, so you can't just come in and expect him to come in and throw 2 touchdowns, 3 touchdowns, and look like a great quarterback off of one game. There's a lot of coverages that he has not seen. There's a lot of things in the NFL he has not seen, and he's coming in cold with 3 games left in the season. So that's my thoughts on the game today. You guys let me know what you guys think. As always, Hells Commanders, peace.